Hello and welcome to today's video. I am Jessica, the small business doula, and today I'm going to be answering one of the frequently asked questions in regards to SAM registration. Today I'm going to discuss how long it takes for an entity registration to be considered active. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I just would like to preface this video by saying if you are a business looking to do work with the US government, then you're going to want to register your business in SAM.gov, which also stands for System for Award Management. Now, let's jump into the registration process. So, you've gotten past the part where you've submitted your application and now you're just waiting. I've gotten a lot of questions about what does that process looks like after you submitted the application. So I just want to walk through a brief overview of what you may experience through this process. The timeline for this process does vary, and it could just depend on whether or not they were able to find a match for your entity inside of their system. If there are additional steps that you need to validate the entity, then that could also push out your processing time as well. However, once your entity validation is complete, and you submit your registration, then the first step that SAM.gov takes you through or takes your process through is actually checking your TIN, which stands for your taxpayer identification number. That is the number that is given to you or signed to you through the IRS. It's also known as your EIN number for your business. So they're going to run your information through the IRS, and it must reflect what is on your application, must reflect what is in the IRS's database. And because this is an automated process, it's just going to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. If there's anything that does not match in that system, it's going to kick it back and tell you that you need to correct it. Once you've passed the TIN process, you'll receive an email that lets you know that your entity processing has passed the TIN. It has been approved through TIN validation. And then the next step that it's going to take the application through is the cage code. If you already have a cage code assigned to you, then the system is going to verify your cage code with DLA. However, if you don't have a cage code assigned, then you will actually go through the process of being assigned a cage code to your actual entity. And this check can take anywhere from 10 to 15 business days to process. This is an average timeline. However, I want you guys to also note that the time frame can be longer if the IRS or DLA flags your information for a manual review. If they flag you for a manual review, you don't have to worry. It's normal. I've been through a manual review as well for one of my companies. So it's normal. So during this time, you just want to make sure that whoever you put on your application as your government business point of contact, you need to make sure that you're watching your correspondence, watching your emails, check your spam, check your junk daily to ensure that they have not sent you any emails where you need to respond. If you receive emails from like the cage code review team and they want to gather more information regarding your entity, those emails are time sensitive and they typically will give you like 3 business days to respond. And if you don't respond, it could very well kick out your application and just deny it as a whole. So you want to make sure that you are, checking your email daily, whoever your point of contact is, to make sure that you don't need to provide any more additional information while you're in that manual review process. Once they've completed the reviews, they will also send you out an email alerting you that your reviews are complete, and they'll let you know if your registration is active or if it has been rejected because more corrections need to be made. After you've gotten your decision, it will take an additional 24 to 48 hours once you've become activated in SAM.gov for your registration to be able to reflect across all other government systems. Now, if you've noticed that you haven't gone through a manual review and you've just submitted your registration and everything seems like it's just, kind of stagnant and it's been more than 15 business days or longer, then you want to go to the workspace dashboard inside of your profile and you want to click on the check status button. Also, that's on the homepage of SAM.gov, just to make sure, confirm your status, but also to make sure that they both reflect the same status. If they reflect the same status, and let's say that status is submitted, then what you can do is contact Cage to inquire about what your processing status is, like where you may be in their queue, and just really get a real-time status update from that particular department. If your statuses inside of the check status button in your workspace are conflicting status, so for example, your workspace says submitted, but your status tracker says something totally different, then you want to actually contact the Federal Service Desk. You can put in a help desk underneath your profile, or you can actually call them with the 1-800 number that is at the bottom of the website. You'll be able to receive a live response from a live agent, and they'll be able to navigate and kind of walk through and provide some insight and some understanding of where what's going on with your application. Thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more helpful content. Your support means so much to me, and it helps me to create more informative videos like this one. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment sections below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.